Hey guys, welcome to another Friday Night Magic deck tech, and doing this one a day early because it just made more sense to me, so that there's more time to get the stuff together, you know, and stuff, if you want to play it. So we're looking at a black-white control deck today. Start off with the mana base, the most important part, and it's 3 plains and 8 swamps because there's not much white in the deck. And the black's very intense, so there's a whole bunch of black sources. I like black cards if you haven't guessed yet. 4 Isolated Chapel because, of course, and Jigo's Quarter. Now the cards that are a bit different are Buried Ruins and Phyrexia's Cores. These ones you probably might not know. But yeah, they combo well with the deck as an overall, and they help... They're the main source of card advantage in the deck, and they work very well. So next we'll be going to the main deck. Alright, and here in the main deck, you start off with a big package of sweepers. 2 blacks in Zenith, 2 Terminus, 3 Curse of Deathhold, and 2 Day of Judgment. Your main interaction with other decks is to actually just wipe their board. So that's the main way to do it, is just with those. Curse is really good right now, especially if your local meta. There's a lot of people playing like things like Huntmaster of the Fells and stuff. They're excellent against those type of decks because, like, 1 Curse of Deathhold, like, if you can play a spell every turn, which isn't that difficult with this deck, you can just keep the Huntmasters and their tokens as 1/1s, and then they just don't do anything. Terminus is pretty sweet. It might be correct to actually take out a Day of Judgment and make it 3 Terminus, because it's really easy to draw cards on your opponent's turn with this deck. But other than that, I've got 2 Day of Judgments for slightly cheaper sweepers, because sometimes I was testing the deck with 4 Terminus, and that seemed a little bit too many because you'd sometimes have them in your hand in the early game and you can't really cast them. So that's what you want Day of Judgments for. And moving down here, we have 4 Solemn Simulacrum, which is excellent in this deck because it helps you get your lands out of your deck. You're only running 23 land, which is very few for a control deck. But with Ichor Wellsprings, Mycosynth Wellsprings, Pristine Talismans, and Solemn Simulacrums, you can just get a whole lot of mana really quickly. And Solemn helps with that. He's also good with Phyrexia's Core, especially against decks like with Zealous Conscripts and stuff like that. So you just get to sacrifice Solemn like after blocking or something like that. Batterskull is really good. He helps stall the game, gain you some life, sometimes win the game if you need to. Another card that's easily to, prevent Zealous Conscripts from taking. When you return to your hand, you can sacrifice it with a Phyrexia's Core if you need to. Staff of Nin is a new card from M13 that I'm trying out. It's pretty sweet. I like this card a lot. You get a Howling Mine every turn, then you get to ping stuff. Might be a bit expensive, but that's what testing is for, which I'm going to do today. And then I'll update if there's any changes between today and tomorrow for Friday Night Magic. But Phyrexian Metamorph is basically just a catch-all. I mean, you can make another Solemn, another Batterskull, another Staff, another Wellspring or Talisman if you need to. He's just pretty sweet. Oblivion Ring as a good main deck removal to Planeswalkers, because those are the hardest things for you to take care of. 3 Lingering Souls, another good way to moat the game out so you can get to your end game. Sometimes you need to cut your opponent's life total down a bit, so they can help you do that too, along with siding with Solemn Simulacrums. Pristine Talisman is just absolutely amazing. Against any deck that doesn't deal a lot of damage very, very quickly, it can make you survive much longer than you should ever be able to. Especially when you just get runner talismans and they're just up a ton of life and they can't do anything. Ichor Wellsprings is basically the think twice of this deck. You use it with Phyrexia's Core and you can just draw a ton of cards. You can return them, or Solemn Simulacrums with or Phyrexian Metamorphs with Buried Ruins, so that just helps you keep going and keep drawing cards. 2 Mycosynth Wellspring, another way to search out a white source for your deck, or black if you needed to cast one of these. You usually want to fetch out a white if you don't already have 2. so that you can actually hard cast both of your sweepers. Makes it easier to cast Oblivion Rings and Lingering Souls, obviously. Doom Blade, just some good old-fashioned point removal. You need it every now and then in case someone drops like a Hell Rider or something like that. You just need to kill it, so you just Doom Blade it. Sorin Markov and his Vengeance. This is the primary win condition of the deck. So you like -3 Sorin, put them at 10, and then you just Sorin Venge them and deal them 10 to just kill them. So it's got like a really slow early and mid game, just control it, and then like once you hit both of those cards, you basically have a combo kill on them, so you just kill them instantly. Sorin's also an excellent card against aggro because he helps stabilize incredibly quickly. Because he would just +2 and kill your dude and gain 2 life. Sorin's Vengeance, sometimes you do just actually need to cast it as value, so you can deal him 10 and gain 10 life, or kill a Planeswalker if you need to. It's good all around. So, next we'll move on to the sideboard. Alright, so here we have timely reinforcements for aggro, and if there's like a burn type deck, you know, it's FNM. You never know what's going on, really. 3 Duress for like other slow decks. If someone's playing like a... No, that doesn't even make sense. Never mind. Not Burning Vengeance, really. But like other control decks. Liliana, also good against other control decks. Good against decks that have a lot of hexproof or regenerate. The 4th Lingering Souls if you need it. Just to like... Against like other really fast... Against other fast decks. You can just bring in another one and it can help you out. Celestial Purge, obviously you need it against zombies and other type of decks that have a lot of black and red permanents. It's alright against like Zealous Conscript decks. It's not like you need it against like Huntmaster of the Fells, but if you see Zealous Conscripts, you might want to bring one in. Also, maybe if you see Garruk Relentless or Hellrider sometimes. Ratchet Bomb, always good against token decks, as is Sever the Bloodline. Sever the Bloodline's probably one of the best cards in the deck to use against the Thragtusk, other than Curse. Second Oblivion Ring, you know, against other heavy Planeswalker decks. Black Sun Zenith, another sweeper if you need it. And Diabolic Revelation is a new card from number 13. That's 3 black X, and you just get to tutor for X cards. If there's ever a matchup like against other control type decks, the mirror match is pretty... If you run into the mirror match by chance, it's excellent to board in because you can just cast it for 7 mana, get both Sorin and Sorin's Vengeance, and then you can just combo kill him, where you can get 2 Sorin's Vengeances or something. Yeah, it's a pretty fun deck to play. I've been playing on Magic Online for a little while, and I've had pretty decent success with it. It's not too difficult, but it is pretty fun just double Sorin's Vengeancing someone, or, you know, just comboing him with Sorin and his Vengeance. It's pretty decent for FNM. It's been actually doing pretty decent on dailies on Moto as well. I know Michael Jacob was recently playing it, and I based my sideboard off of his, but you know, it's decent. It's definitely worth a shot, especially if your meta is filled with a lot of creature decks. Control, it's a bit more tough because if they just need to save a negate for your Sorin's Vengeance, and it's really difficult to win. But a lot of people in my meta, they don't play negates, so I'll let you guys know how it goes between today and tomorrow. If I make any changes, I'll be sure to post an update video on that. And until then, peace.